Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I have a video review for the Fray Fitness half rack, which is the FHR4 rack on their website. I found this company on Instagram, I looked at their products and took a gamble and ordered it, and I love this thing. This is a phenomenal piece of equipment here. So I'm going to cover all the details with this, and then I'll actually do some comparisons to what you would find with Rogue, because I know right now Rogue is the big company, it's kind of the gold standard for fitness equipment, and a lot of people buy Rogue, but Rogue is very, very expensive. So we're going to talk about what I would do to make a comparable product with Rogue and what that would cost you. So right off the bat, this is $495, and you do have to pay for shipping with this. There is no free shipping with Fray Fitness because it's a newer company. They don't have anything where you buy a certain amount and then you get it shipped for free. What I will say though is a lot of times you'll find discount codes. So I got this for 10% off. The price is a little bit higher now, but I ended up paying $400 for mine, and then it shipped for about $135. So right off the bat, we're looking at about $535 with that. Right now though, this is listed for $495. If you get 10% off, that brings it down to about $450. And let's say you're still gonna pay roughly that $130 to $150 price mark for shipping. So now you're looking in the realm of $550 to $600 for this. Now, if you live in Tennessee, which is where the company is though, you can just go pick this up for free, which is awesome if you wanna make the drive, or if you're close enough that you wanna make the drive. I don't know what it's gonna cost you if you're further away. Let's say you're in California or Washington or something like that, Florida. It's probably gonna cost a lot more to get it to you because they obviously gonna have to ship this on a huge pallet, and it weighs, and that's just if you're getting the rack or anything else. So you are gonna have to pay that premium on shipping. So the rack itself though, so this is 3x3, and it is 11 and 13 inch gauge steel. That's the same that you're gonna find with Rogue. The Eco series with Rogue is a 2x2, and it's an 11 gauge, okay? So a solid piece of equipment here. The welds look good to me. That's one of the other things that I look at to make sure that they're just not bad looking. I've bought equipment before where the welds, like, there's like holes in it. Like it's not gonna last very long, and then it's gonna break, right? This looks very, very solid. It feels very, very solid. So with this, you're getting everything on here. So we have a pull-up bar. We have the 3 plate load bars on the outside here, so you have the storage, and that comes with it. I'm not paying extra like you do with Rogue. It comes with the solid J cups, and then you actually get the I call them the Deadlift Platforms, but they're really just the safety platforms that you get with this right here. They have the rubber backings to them as well. You can screw these out. On the website, they don't have it listed to just buy the replacement, but I bet there's one of those things where if you just reach out to them, hey, I need a replacement, they can ship that to you for relatively cheap. So biggest addition on top of those is actually the band bars here. That's one of the main draws for me. I do a lot of band work with my clients when we're doing rack pulls and things like that. So it does have those. It has 3 on the bottom and the 3 on the top. Phenomenal addition. Once again, I'm not paying extra for that. This all comes with that. So it is very, very solid. I will say it feels incredibly sturdy, right? It's just a solid piece of equipment. The only thing that I've seen is lateral shifting. So if I'm here shaking like that, that's where I'm gonna notice that it's maybe not as sturdy as Rogue. Downstairs at Obtain Strength, where I'm actually kind of renting space from him, he has all Rogue stuff. So I've worked a ton with the Rogue equipment, and it is very, very solid. Like I said, it's just very, very expensive. It's pretty close to Rogue quality, in my opinion. It does have the little slots on the bottom too, both in the front and I believe in the back, yes. So you can actually just drill this into the floor. You can mount this to the floor in the same way that you can with Rogue. So with some of that shifting, that would be eliminated a little bit with that, if you were going to do that. I'm upstairs in the room that I'm at, so I'm not going to do that in here. I also like just the ability to move this if I want to, okay? Pull-up bars on it are pretty solid, although I will say that they're a little bit too close together. I would have liked it if they had moved these, at least gave you an extra pin right here. So for people that are a little bit taller, a little bit wider, you could go with that wider option. Although I could probably just drill that in myself. which I've thought about, I just haven't acted on yet. But the dimensions on this is 7 foot 9 inches tall, so it is really, really tall. It is 4 foot 8 inches deep, and then it is 5 foot 8 inches wide, okay? So it is a good size. The previous one I had was like a Marcy one I bought off Amazon. It just felt super cheap. Paid 300 bucks for it and wasn't really happy with it. This thing is solid. And that was the biggest draw for me, is all the little attachments and all that I'm not paying extra for. And then I wanted something that was very, very solid, and this meets all those requirements. So let's go ahead and compare this to what I would find with Rogue. So with Rogue, you're gonna have to do the S2, I believe. With that, it's the squat rack, but then you're gonna have to buy the attachment to make it a half rack. So I'm talking about making a half rack, which is what this is, versus a cage, right? So for the S2, you're looking at $425. On top of that, you're gonna have to actually pay for the attachments to make it into the half rack, and that's another, I think, 235 bucks. So from there, we're looking at, what, 670 bucks, 60 bucks? That's just to turn it into this. If you want the post, the storage post, that's 50 bucks per pair. So now to make the 6 that we have here, right, the 3 pairs, you're looking at another 150. And then you're still gonna have to pay for shipping. So before shipping, that's $810 with all of that, okay? That doesn't come with the hooks for the bands on the bottom either. 810 bucks to ship that, or to buy that, and then you're gonna have, I did shipping for here, and it was pretty comparable to what you're gonna pay with Fray, so it was 150 bucks. So that puts that as at 1,030 bucks to get this, right? Pull-up system would be different because the S2 just has a bar that goes across the top, right? But like I said, and that, I could take it or leave it, right? It's nice to have this, but the option to just have the straight bar is good also, in my opinion. But like I said, you're not gonna get the band attachment points here with that. Compare that to if you were to buy this now, and 90% of the time they have a 10% off code. So I'm actually applied that to the math with this. So we're looking at about $450 for this, and then you're gonna pay, let's just say $150. Let's make it comparable with that. Well, now we're looking at 600 bucks compared to 1,030, like $430 worth of savings. That's a huge chunk of money, especially if you're using this for a home gym or something like that. And I will say that I do have more of this coming, so I'm actually gonna do more reviews of their products. Although, since they are a newer company, I have noticed like a lot of things are on back order. And if you're needing something right now, it's probably gonna take a couple weeks. So they are very responsive. You can always reach out to them on email though, which definitely helps, because I'll be like, hey, where's my stuff? And I'll usually get an email within 30 minutes to an hour typically with that. As they get busier and busier, I don't know how that is going to work. It just kind of seems like they're going through the growing pains of a newer company. And it seems like they're growing really, really fast. But complaints with this, I will say, pull-up bar, I wish it had the extra holes to make this further. It would have just been a nice addition to that. Like I said, I could drill that in myself. The coating on this is really, really good too. I will say that. It just feels exactly like a Rogue does. But that's something that I wish I could change, or it was just built into it. And this won't have as many attachment options as Rogue. Maybe down the road it will, but right now it doesn't. You could kind of make your own things, right? But you're not gonna get the same diversity in attachments that you can with Rogue. You go on Rogue, well, we can add the dip bars onto it, well, we can add the landmine to it, well, we can add, they do even like the squat platforms. You can do the belt squat machine attachments with their monster ones, which isn't comparable to this since that's a much more expensive rack, but there's just so many more options with that. But Rogue typically overcharges a ton in my opinion. The mats that I have in here that I bought from Tractor Supply, which are $40, they want $56 before shipping for theirs, right? So they're already $16 more. You add in shipping and tax, it becomes crazy expensive. So if you're needing more attachments, this isn't gonna be the rack for you. But if you're on a budget, if you don't need all of that stuff, like I recommend Rogue, or not Rogue, I recommend Fray before Rogue, just because of the price points with it. And that's just this. I have the Olympic plates coming, I have their cast iron plates coming, I have a T-bar row. I have their barbell. This is a cheap barbell, so I'll do a review on their barbell. I don't have one of the benches coming just yet, but they're solid looking benches. And then they have commercial fitness stuff as well. They have full cages. They have a ton of stuff right now, and I know that list is going to get greater and greater. I have their suspension trainer coming, kettlebells, a bunch of stuff. And like I said, I will cover all of that. But I only took that kind of leap into buying all of these products because this is such a solid one itself. So that is it. If you guys have questions or comments, or if there's something I didn't cover that you really wanted to know more about, definitely let me know in the comment section below. Check out their website, frayfitness.com. I'll put that in the description. Check out their Instagram. Like I said, they usually have a 10% off code. I actually took this last order and I made it a bigger order. I spent $1,300 on all this stuff because they had a 15% off coupon. It was Christmas in July. So if you watch out for stuff like that, it covers shipping. And I think that's their roundabout way of doing this too. Yeah, they can't offer you free shipping when you do a huge order like Rogue can, because Rogue will do that if it's a big enough order. And the other thing is I'm not going to talk about that because there's like 10 different potential ways you can earn free shipping. Fray doesn't offer that right now, but with that 15% off, when you do a bigger order, it covers a lot of the shipping, right? So it is kind of their roundabout way to give you free shipping with that, in my opinion. I don't know if that's their intent, but it kind of seems like that. So I did a bigger order, and like I said, it's all based off the fact that this is a very, very solid product here. So this is rated, by the way, for 800 pounds. That is one of the things I forgot to mention. 800 pounds with this versus 1,000 with the S2. I'm never going to be lifting that personally, nor will any of my clients. So if you're on that end of the spectrum in terms of strength, then this isn't going to be for you either. And you're most likely going with Rogue anyways, or you're going to go with another company that deals specifically with powerlifting or strongman stuff or anything like that. So that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, especially the upcoming reviews for all the other Fray fitness equipment that I have, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.